Good afternoon, guys. I'm Advocate SANJAY ARYA from the LEXIS and Company. Today, I am discuss about the Collegium system and how did it involve. So now we started. It is a system of appointment and transfer of judges that has involving through a judgment of Supreme Court and not by the act of Parliament or by the provision of Constitution. The evolution of system, the first such cases is 1981. He declared that the premise of the case of Chief Justice of India recommended on judicial appointment and transfer can be refused for cogent reason. The ruling gives the executive primary over the judiciary in the judicially appointment of for a year next 12 years. And the second judge in 1993, the Supreme Court introduced the collision system, holding that consultation, real mints, and concurrence. They added that it was not a CGI individual opinion but an institutional opinion format in the Constitution with the two senior most judges in Supreme Court. The third judge case is 1998. The Supreme Court on the President refer Article 143 expanded the Collegium of the five-member body comparison to CGI and four of his senior most colleagues. How had the Collegium system? A very important topic I am discussing about the Supreme Court. The Collegium is headed by the CGI, Chief Justice of India, and comprises four other senior most judges of the court. The High Court Collegium is the lead by the Chief Justice and four other senior most judges of the court, namely recommended for the appointed by the Supreme Court. Collegium readers reach the government only after the approval of CGI and the Supreme Court Collegium. Judges of higher judiciary are appointed only through the Collegium system, and the government has a role only after the names have been decided by the Collegium. And next step, what is the procedure for the judicial appointment? For the CGI, the President of India appoints the CGI and the other Supreme Court judges. As far as the Chief Justice is concerned, the outgoing CGI recommends his successor in practicing have been strictly by senior ever since the superscience controversy of 1979. For Supreme Court judges, for the other judges of Supreme Court, the proposal is initiated by the CGI. The CGI consults the rest of the Collegium member as well as the senior most judges of the court hailing from the High Court to which is recommended person belong. The consultants most record their options in the writing and shoot from the part of the file. And a third point, the Collegium sends the recommended to the Law Ministry, who forwarded to the Prime Minister to advise the President. For the Chief Justice of High Court, the Chief Justice of High Court is appointed as per the policy of having Chief Justice, and the outside the respective states, the Collegium taken the call on the elevation. The High Court are the recommended by the Collegium comparing the CGI and the two senior most judges. The proposal, however, is initiated by the outgoing Chief Justice of High Court, consulted in consultation with the two senior most Collegium. The recommendation is sent to Chief Justice Minister, who advised the Governor to send the proposal to the Union of Ministers. And the next topic is very important and critical about the Collegium systems. So carefully, I want you guys to carefully listen, and maybe you get the very opportunity to learn about it. The four topics in the Collegium system: scope of nepotism, enrollment in the public conversation, overlooking several talented junior judges and advocate, and oculus and lacking of transparency. The four things. And what are the attempt to reform the appointed system? The attempt made to replace it by the National Judicial Appointment Commissioner through 1999th Amendment Act 214 was struck down by the court in 215 on the ground that is posted a threat to the independence of judiciary. Way forward. A way forward, the filing of vacancy is the continuous and collaborative process involving the executive and the judiciary, and there cannot be time framing for it. However, it's a time to think of the permanent independent body of institutionalize the process with the adequate safeguard to preserve the judiciary independence, guarantee judiciary primacy, but not a judicially exclusively. That should ensure independent, reflected diversity, domestic process, and integrity. आई होप गाइस आपको ये जान के बड़ा अच्छा लगा होगा कि कलिज्म होता क्या है. एंड थैंक यू सो मच. हम आपके साथ नई वीडियो के साथ नई चीज़ों के साथ आएंगे. थैंक यू. शेयर एंड लाइक.